What's up, everyone? It's Chicks in the Office with Ria and Fran, giving you that Friday energy on a Wednesday. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. We took a little vacation, a little break, but we are back and we are better than ever.
Back in the New York groove.
Yeah, we're back. Back in the New York groove.
Unfortunately, we will now have to sing songs to you guys.
Right. Well, that brings up a great point. We, unfortunately, bad news.
Sad news.
Sad news. We are no longer allowed to play songs at all during the podcast. Only the intro and the outro music, which we have not decided on the outro song.
We have to pick one song to end every podcast.
Yeah, one song and one song only.
And we're lucky enough to keep the Jay-Z intro.
And we're lucky enough to keep the intro.
It's, basically, not to get too deep into it, but copyright, the labels, they're cracking down on music being used in podcasts, and we've gone a lot longer than we thought we were. Like we've heard about this for a long time now.
If you look at the playlist, it's crazy how many songs are on it.
Yeah.
Well, we do have that playlist, so if you're missing those songs, you can go listen on our Instagram. We have a highlight with the playlist.
No, I almost think that you should think what songs you would have put in the podcast, just put them on the playlist anyway. You know? Just be like, these are what I would have.
Right, we can
if people want to get real crazy, they can do it on their own.
We'll sell it on the black market.
We can get a Friday energy playlist going for everybody, but unfortunately no more music in the pod.
Yeah,
that is for every podcast all around. It's not just ours, so that's unfortunate, but we are back. We all went on a nice vacation separately. Noah did his own thing, Fran and I did our own thing.
We went radio silent from Noah the whole time.
We didn't talk to Noah at all for the longest we've probably ever gone without talking to Noah. Noah, we'll start off with you and then we'll get into our stories, which I have some stories. But Noah, how was yours?
I don't think I can top whatever you have, probably. I'm just going to say that I went
not.
solo. I went solo to Puerto Rico. I've never gone on a solo vacation. This just so happened. I was I couldn't really, organize,
was
get
it
people
worth
together.
it? Will you go on a solo vacation again?
It was definitely worth it, and I would rather be by myself in Puerto Rico than, with people I know in New York City when they're still working.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was awesome. I just, explored, I didn't check Instagram or Twitter the whole time. Didn't hear from Ria and Fran. It was great.
Yeah.
You were probably so excited that were you waiting for us to text you and we didn't?
No, I mean,
yes.
I believed you when you were I'm not going to text you.
No, it was perfect.
I told Noah I was blocking his number.
The only text was when we first left. And we got a text from someone at work in our group chat, and Noah's immediate text, didn't answer the question, just said, "We're on vacation." It was about a guest, would you want blank? And Noah just said, "Kelly, we're on vacation."
Yeah, Noah was giving no answers. He said, "We're on vacation."
That was it.
Noah, you needed that vacation. You worked very hard. I'm glad that you got what you wanted out of it.
Will you go on a solo vacation again, ever?
I would never, if I have the option to not, I would go with people. But I would recommend it to anyone. It's cool to do at least once or two
you're
times.
glad you did it.
Yeah.
It's now in your checkbox. You did it. No regrets.
Yeah.
That's good.
Did you
I like Puerto Rico.
Did you eat at restaurants by yourself?
I kept sending to people.
That's the only thing that I have a hard time with.
I kept sending to people, and forgetting Sarah Marshall, where he goes to the restaurant. John Hill's do you want a magazine or something? I kept thinking of that. I went to 2 restaurants. And it wasn't that bad, sitting by myself the way it was set up.
Yeah.
There were some where it would be weird, and I just avoided that. But no, it was good.
Good.
That's good.
No,
we're happy for you, Noah. We're glad you had a good vacation. Fran and I went to Aruba with
lovely trip.
Brianna Chicken Fry and Kelly Keegs and Bree's roommate Grace and longtime friend. We had a great time. The last night was a night for the ages. Not sure Fran remembers any of it, but I do. I can recall what happened.
To a certain point.
Yeah.
You don't really need to go.
No, we won't go into detail. We won't go too into detail.
I want to hear it now.
Okay, I'll give a little. I'll give a quick rundown of what happened.
Yeah, there's a certain level where I would prefer it end.
Well, I mean, she didn't do anything
now.
crazy. I don't know why she's acting like this, because whatever she did was nothing bad. It was all funny from my point of view, who remembers it all.
Yes, kill someone.
Yeah, we actually murdered somebody, buried their body, and ran away. No, the last night we actually met great people who were fans of Barcelona, fans of the show. There was an Armenian bachelor party who we met, and they were awesome. We're waiting for the invite to the wedding, by the way. You know, I hope we told them we're waiting for the invite to their wedding.
We did say that.
They were a great group of guys. They were so much fun, so respectful, really had a good time with them. And then we met a group of girls on the last night who they listened to Chicks in the Office. They were fans of the show, fans of Barstool. And sometime between wrapping up at the bar, we decided we're going to jump into the ocean with these girls. Not the guys. I want that on record because Hank was like, were the Armenians with you when you jumped in the ocean? And they were not. I want that on record. And the girls who listened to the show that jumped in with us, Jessie, Pauline, and Caitlin, yes, we remember your names. They can attest to that.
I couldn't remember the night of.
Fran could not remember at all. We all proceeded to jump into the ocean naked together. We went skinny dipping at like 1 a.m, which was a fucking blast. I will remember that till the day I die, and I hope they remember it as well.
You were like wearing clothes. That's why, like.
Well, yeah, we weren't in bathing suits, so we were in clothes, and then we took the clothes off to go into the ocean. Freeing feeling, such a great feeling.
Was it like dark?
It was dark. It was pitch black out.
It wasn't like a beach, like
no,
it was 1 a.m. It was.
And Grace acted as our security guard.
Yeah, Grace, because you know Kelly Keys, which we talked about. We ran into Kelly Keys maybe hooking up with somebody on the beach. Bless you, Fran.
Thank you.
Hooking up with somebody on the beach. We run into her. He runs away. As soon as he sees us, he runs away. And as we're in the ocean, nobody can see us because it's pitch black. We're in the ocean. They come running back. This guy lost his phone in the sand. And Grace stepped up as our bodyguard said, there are naked girls in the ocean. You guys got to step away. Get away. So she shooed them away. We had a great time. And then it went downhill because I somehow I don't think I became the mother of the group. I just was the only one that had my wits with me. Like I was the only one like remembering what was happening. When we got back to the hotel room, Fran was incoherent.
Dead body.
Worse than Jonas Brothers.
No, way worse.
Wow.
Way
one
worse.
Of the worst ever.
No, actually probably the worst she's ever been.
Like
ever.
Literally in my entire life.
She fell asleep in the bathtub the entire night with the water running. I had to check on her every hour on the hour to make sure she wasn't drowning.
Running?
No, but she wouldn't shut the water off.
I mean, look, I do remember, like I was coherent enough that I remember waking up, turning the water, I would turn the water off when it was full, and then it was like the drain was weird. It wasn't like you couldn't fully close the drain.
Well, it was being clogged with your throw up as well.
Well, that
come on. In the bathtub?
Probably didn't need to share that part, but yes. And
I had to.
There must have been a toilet somewhere.
Well,
she
Kelly
didn't want Kelly was occupying the toilet. So then I had to pee on the balcony because both of them were throwing up in the bathroom. I'm the only one who didn't throw up, which was a major surprise and blessing. I don't know how that happened.
I'll tell you how it happened. You didn't drink the same drinks we were drinking.
Yeah, maybe not. Or I think I was just smoking more than I was drinking, which is always my go-to. And I just didn't end up like they did. But let me tell you, it was a show for the ages. I was having a good time.
What were the drinks that caused you guys?
I don't know.
I mean, well, first of all, Kelly was drinking these blue tropical martinis, which were killer. And I was drinking painkillers. It's just rum. Rum is like it's such a delayed reaction. Like when you're drinking it, you're like, oh, I'm good. I'll have another. I'm fine. I feel fine. I don't feel that drunk. Like I'm good. And then an hour later, it's like, why did I have that?
I was drinking mostly beers, I think, and then espresso martinis, but I wasn't having like the major rum drinks. Yeah. So that's where that ended up. Fran woke up in the bathtub at 6 a.m. and finally got into bed. Kelly was running around our hotel room like a nudist. Like she was like, I've never been this naked in my life. Like it was a great night, and the best way to end the vacation was having this major, unfortunately Brie missed the whole thing actually because she passed out at 9 p.m. and missed all of this, which is unfortunate, but we really had a great time. Very nice people from the Netherlands we kept meeting.
How early was your flight?
A lot of children.
The day after that, did you have to wake up and go to the airport? Yeah. I saw that picture of you hunched over.
We almost delayed the flight. But we couldn't get in contact with anybody.
I was in bed, just making noises, moaning. Yeah. Just hurt. Somehow packed all my stuff. Didn't forget anything. The whole trip home, I was like, oh God, did I remember this? Oh, did I remember this? Like thinking that I probably left so much stuff in the hotel room. No, everything made it back in the suitcase. Everything made it home. But yeah, no, it was getting up and leaving was a struggle because also in the airport, you go through U.S. Customs there instead of when you land. So we went through that. So we went through security twice.
There's like 500 things.
Like so many lines.
You know what that story reminds me of? That scene in Bridesmaids where they're all just throwing up and shitting.
That's exactly what was happening. I'm telling you, that's what was happening.
Pretty accurate.
Hilarious. Such a fun time. And just to point out that
had a blast.
Yeah,
the night was amazing until it wasn't.
The night was so much fun.
Yeah, it was so fun.
I will remember that night for the rest of my life. I think it was one of the most fun nights I've had in a really long time. Obviously, just because with the last year, like
so fun.
When can we have done that?
Yeah.
So that was so fun. Earlier in the night, Fran and I were being approached by legit children. Like a kid came up to me with braces, and I was like, he had braces on, and I was like, you gotta get away. This is first of all, I got a boyfriend. Second, this is illegal.
Like, this is so illegal.
Like, in what way were they coming up to?
Like you're enjoying your vacation,
trying to chat,
trying to flirt.
And he had braces. I was like, that's a no.
I couldn't tell if they thought we were like very young or they thought they were just like, damn, look at those.
Oh, they didn't know
chicks.
they didn't know who you were.
No.
They just young boys that live in Aruba.
Like I couldn't tell if they were like, look at those older ladies on their vacation.
Yeah, I have no idea what was happening, but at one point it felt like a speed dating from the Netherlands. Like people, these kids were just swapping seats with me. I mean, my friend and I were like, we don't want to speak to any of you.
Yeah, it was just.
We
had
to
split.
Funny.
Aruba was very good with their COVID rules, so like the 5 of us couldn't even sit at a table together. We had to split up. So because of that, like it looked like me and Ria were sitting at a table with 2 open seats, just like
waiting for people to come.
Someone to sit down.
And let me tell you,
because it was like, oh, look at those 2 girls and those 2 seats open right next to them. They're like waiting for someone to.
And those 2 seats kept being filled because these people, they just kept revolving, like a revolving door. These 2 seats were just sitting with me and Fran.
There was like a school bus outside.
One of them thought Ria was older than me.
Yeah, that did happen.
I mean,
yeah,
I feel like. Could go either way.
It could.
Yeah, not crazy,
totally
not
could.
crazy, but it was.
Well, first of all,
Fran was just happy because she is older.
Yes, and also I thought he was gonna. At first, it was a sting because I thought he was gonna guess like really young because I was like, "How old do you think we are?" And I thought he was gonna guess really young, and he said like 28, 29, and I was like, "Oh fuck."
He guessed that I was 30, and I almost jumped
Really?
into the ocean and killed myself.
I was like, oh.
Yeah, it was tough. Which I was just like. We don't look. I don't look.
But then that's why I was
old.
like, maybe he thought we were just these hot older ladies.
Yeah,
on
but I will say
vacation.
his friend came in with the save and was like, "No, you 2 are 2 angels sent from above."
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I said, "Do you say this to all the Americans who show up here?" Like we weren't having any of it.
Yeah.
But it was definitely.
No, they were. It was
definitely
fun.
funny.
It was a very fun trip. It definitely was.
Yeah.
Very relaxing, like just sitting on the beach. Oh, we did a banana. We did a banana boat that there's no evidence of.
We did a
it's my
banana
biggest
boat.
regret. My biggest regret of the trip.
You didn't go jet skiing? I
No,
almost did,
so
and then I was too lazy.
We went on the banana boat, and
no
then
evidence.
me
and Kelly flew
Fran
off
and
of
Kelly
it.
fucking flew off the banana boat, and then right after that. I was like, I gotta go tubing. Like as soon as I got off the banana,
junkie.
yeah,
she's a water. Ria is actually a water sport junkie. Where like we got off the banana boat, we were disheveled. We got knocked around on this.
We got abused on this boat,
and she was like, "Let's go tubing," and me and Kelly were like, "We can't."
Yeah, so I went tubing with Bree and Grace. We fucking flipped over in that tube. I thought my life flashed before my eyes. I was like, where the hell am I? We all popped up out of the water, looked around. We were like, oh, thank God we're all in this water together. It was nuts. And we also we cannot forget the Jolly Pirate booze cruise where one of the workers single-handedly fell in love with me. Like,
correct.
I was almost worried he was going to follow us back to our hotel and never leave. Like,
is it like encouragement guy from Couples Retreat?
Oh no, not like that. But he was something. He followed me to the downstairs of the boat. I was in the bathroom, and I pop out of the bathroom, and he's standing outside of the bathroom with a bucket of water and just dumps the water on me as soon as I walked out of the bathroom. And it was very strange.
No,
it was bizarre.
She came up from the bathroom, and Kelly and I were like, I think we got to get off this boat.
I was like,
we were like a little worried.
He was like, clean water. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I just was cackling, laughing so hard because I was like, this is the most awkward thing I've ever encountered. But still a lot of fun.
No, we had a very good time.
Still a good time.
If you saw, Kelly posted her rope swing. It was fantastic. And you won't be seeing mine or Ria's because we face planted.
Oh, wait, do you have the video?
Oh, we have it.
I want to see that.
Face planted right into the water.
I got the wind knocked out of me.
I sent it to Joe, and Joe was like, why didn't you just hold on? I'm like, a lot easier said than done, Joe.
It is easier said than done. When you start thinking about it too much, you're like, I got to hold on, and all of a sudden you let go.
Yep.
I couldn't feel my chest after. I died.
I still feel a little bruised.
Yeah, we got beat up on this trip.
Yeah.
We took a lot of hard hits.
I woke up without any of my nails. They're gone. I just got to take them all off now. I woke up and was like, oh, goodbye. Unfortunately. Yeah. But,
That's
you win some, you lose some. And it was mostly a win.
Love the Armenian bachelor party. Hope to get the invite to the wedding. And love Jesse, Caitlin, and Pauline, who we jumped in the ocean with. And we will have that memory forever with them.
Yes.
And I posted it on my story, and many people were jealous that it wasn't them. Yeah. They were like, if only we were there and could have jumped in with you guys. It's almost like a one-time only thing. I cannot see myself getting Fran to do that again.
Now everywhere you go, people are going to try to do that.
That's not true. I'm down for skinny dipping late at night. After drinking too much. I did it in Italy with my family.
Your family? You
guys my sister.
Naked? Oh, I was gonna say you went in naked with
no. It was my sister. It was my sister and these girls that were also at a bar with, and that one didn't go over very well because we weren't really in like a totally dark. We were like off to the side of the bar.
As long as you like stay under the water.
No. We were not like out in the open or anything, but it was definitely not as hidden as we were on this trip.
Yeah,
I'm down for. I like a good skinny dip.
Yeah, it was very freeing,
very refreshing,
very refreshing. Great feeling, great times. But now we are back, and we are ready to dive into some pop culture topics.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no, good one. But I don't have the energy to laugh at that. I don't, but it was good, definitely good. What else are we touching on? What else did we miss while we were away? I'm trying to think of what else I wanted to talk about.
I will say we're not going to talk about it too in depth because we have other topics we want to talk about because, obviously we've been gone for a few days now. But Taylor Swift re-released Fearless. It's just fantastic. It's just absolutely amazing. Kelly and I could have cried in the hotel room listening to it, honestly. It just kept us going.
Speaking of music, stuff that we missed, the day that DMX died, everywhere I went, it was just blasting, which is I almost got chills just walking around in Puerto Rico, cars driving by. I'm damn.
We played some Party Up.
We did.
X gonna give it to you.
We did.
They didn't want to play it on the booze cruise though because there were kids and they said, oh well, that was another point of. We got on this booze cruise and there were 10 million kids, and we started a dance circle. I forgot about that. There was a dance circle. And moms were shaking their things, and so were the little kids.
It got wild.
It did. It was
in a great way. It was an unexpected turn.
A very
this family
unexpected twist, but good times.
Yeah.
I think it's time to get into the topics. We have quite a few fun ones and a great interview that I think everyone will be excited about. We will be talking about Pete Davidson confirming his relationship with Phoebe Dynevor. We got the TikTok drama between Nessa and Jaden and Josh and Mads and Dave Portnoy and the people we work with. We will also be talking about Summer House / Southern Charm, mixing it up together. Yeah. Prince Philip also died while we were away, so that was something. Travis Barker got a tattoo of Kourtney Kardashian's name, and Matt James is with multiple Graces.
We don't know.
Is he with Rachel Kirkconnell? We're going to dive into it. We also have a fun game of trivia, Beat Ria and Fran, and we have an awesome interview with Luke Bryan, which was recorded a few weeks ago. And so we know
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, like 3 weeks ago, maybe a little more than that. And so we know that right now he has corona. He's missing the first episode of American Idol. We didn't touch on any of that, obviously, because this was recorded a few weeks prior, and we were told to hold off on releasing it until now. But still a great interview that everyone will very much enjoy. So let's get into it, starting off with Pete Davidson. So we've talked about protecting ourselves on this podcast before. It is very important to make sure that you are protected at all times. And also, if you want to protect your friends and family, Taser believes that the safer way to do it, safer self-defense, is the better self-defense. The Taser Strike Light is a rechargeable, high-powered flashlight that can repel an attacker at any time. So it's a stun gun mixed with a flashlight. It looks like a flashlight. You can carry it around in your bag. It's rechargeable. It's easy to use, and it will protect you against an attacker at any point if you need to do so. It's very important to make sure that you are staying safe, you're staying protected, and with Taser self-defense, it is easy to do that. The Taser Strike Light is available without a permit in most U.S. states. You can get the Taser Strike Light at taser.com with promo code CHICKS. Once again, you could save 15% off now at taser.com. Promo code CHICKS, that's spelled TASER.com. Promo code CHICKS. Restrictions apply. You could see the site for details. And remember, to protect yourself, you can get the Taser Strike Light. It's a rechargeable, high-powered stun gun mixed with a flashlight. Carry it around in your bag. Use promo code CHICKS at taser.com, and you will get 15% off now. So Pete Davidson has been doing these Zoom interview / class meetings with different colleges around New York City. I feel like the tri-state area, it seems like.
All over. This one was Marquette, I think.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah. So he's expanding. He's expanding colleges.
Yeah.
He just moved into his new apartment in Staten Island. He gave an apartment tour on one of the Zooms that I saw people posting all over online.
Really sharing like a lot.
He is sharing a lot.
It's not just like a talk with a class. It's like we're learning about his personal life in a lot of this.
Right. And I'm just confused, like, Pete Davidson, come on the show, because you could tell everybody what's going on here. Yeah. Because all those kids are recording you anyway and posting it everywhere. So just come on Chicks in the Office, please. Yeah. Anyways, they asked him relationship questions, and he said that he is dating his celebrity crush. Yeah. And he didn't say who, but we can all assume that with the news reports and all the articles that Pete Davidson is in fact dating Phoebe Dynevor, and that's awesome. His celebrity crush, Pete Davidson, does it again.
It's just so impressive that Pete has continued to date, I feel like, his celebrity crushes anytime he's asked this question in any relationship he's been, like, oh, who's your celebrity crush? He's had the opportunity multiple times now to say, oh, I'm dating my celebrity crush. It's happened multiple times. And you know what, also, side note, I didn't realize, and I think I might have saw it on Duma, I don't know, but I can't believe I didn't put this together, that Phoebe, did you watch Younger? I forget.
Only some of it.
Okay. Phoebe Dynevor plays a character on Younger that I just did not, like, watching Bridgerton, watching everything. I was like, oh, this new up-and-coming actress, she's so beautiful, she's so great. Meanwhile, she's been a part of this part of Younger, which I watched every episode of, and I was just like, oh, I was taken aback by that because I just completely did not realize. But I think that with Pete, it is very interesting that he continues to have these, like, I guess, high-profile relationships, when a lot of the times it just doesn't work. But I just think it continues to show how much of a hopeless romantic he is. He always talks about how he's, like, such a hopeless romantic and he wants to be in these relationships, and he just continues to date, like, these big stars. And now Phoebe is, not ginormous, but she is on her way to be, probably.
I feel like it's going to take the right girl for Pete Davidson to really, he obviously wants to settle down with somebody, right? Like, he's a hopeless romantic. He goes all in when he's in a relationship, but I feel like it's going to take the right woman to acknowledge all of that and accept it all. Who's it going to be? I don't know. Yeah. But I'm rooting for them. Like, I root for Pete Davidson in every relationship that he's in.
I know.
I feel like he's such a sweet person. I feel like he's misunderstood in some aspects of his life. Obviously, he deals with certain shit that, you know, people who don't deal with it can't speak on, don't know what's going through his brain. And I just feel like he is very charismatic. He's funny. He's got that charm. People love him. And so I root for Pete Davidson so hard in every relationship. I root for him to snag his celebrity crushes. When he has a celebrity crush, he gets them. But there's a reason why. You know, it's not just like, oh, he's just Pete Davidson. That's why. Like, Pete Davidson was never that famous. Like, Pete Davidson became super well known after the whole Ariana Grande thing. He was well known before that. I'm not saying that's what made him famous, because it's not. He was famous before.
He says that, though. But he says Ariana Grande made me famous.
It's just like people
definitely. I for sure did.
Really started to pay attention to him a lot more, and his dating life became a huge topic of conversation. And now everyone just roots for him. So I'm hoping that Pete is just happily settled one day in his Staten Island apartment, looking out on the water. He's so excited in these Zooms. He's like, look, I'm on the water. And he's just so excited about it. And I love it.
Yeah.
Nice apartment, too.
It's a beautiful building.
Beautiful
building. I did see the pictures of the building and the inside. It looks lovely.
Yeah. So good for Pete Davidson. We're happy for you, and we're cheering you on. R.I.P. Prince Philip.
Yep.
He's gone. Sorry.
Is that going to be it? No,
I mean, that's it. That's it.
That's all you wanted to say about it?
Well, no, that's not all I want to say about it, but that's the way I wanted to start it off.
I didn't. For a second, I was like, I thought you were going to be like, no, I just want that to be the segment. I don't want to say anything else. Skip to the next topic.
No. I mean, really just, R.I.P. Prince Philip, peace the fuck out. We've been waiting for you to go. Sorry, that's
I mean,
nasty,
wow.
right?
It sounded better when he was still alive to be like, oh, like, but now he's
actually dead.
Oh my God, yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
You can't talk like that about people who have died. Oh, he lived a good life.
I saw one
99
headline.
years old.
99
one headline
years
that
old.
actually made me laugh out loud was, the Queen is doing amazing following his death. And I'm like, then I looked into the article and it was like just weirdly worded, but like that's just so funny.
Okay, how fucked up is it that I just did that? Are we keeping that in?
Oh, we're keeping it.
Yeah. And look, Prince Philip isn't.
We could keep this whole conversation in.
He was only a few weeks away from 100. That sucks.
Right, that's the thing.
I realized that.
A few
so
months.
Close to 100.
I feel like if he was...
A few months.
Or, like 2 months away.
No, his birthday was in June.
June 10th, and he died on April 9th.
I feel like if he was younger, and this was more of a tragic death, then I would obviously be a little more considerate. But the pictures of him...
He lived a very long life.
He lived a very long life.
And he was ill.
He was ill
Towards the end. Like,
I mean, he looked bad.
It was only a matter of time at that point. It was like the heart condition and the...
And he's evil, no? Didn't we talk about this?
I've been watching The Crown lately, and he might not be great, but Andrew is just worse than anyone.
I personally don't put Philip up there as one of like the really bad ones. I'm sure probably was, but
oh no! I thought Philip was the one we were like we're waiting.
Oh no, Charles, not Andrew.
Charles is the worst
Charles.
one.
Okay, that's
Charles is
got
evil.
It. Yeah,
Charles is, in my opinion, the worst one. Prince Philip is Charles's father, and he and the Queen
so
married for
Charles, and
married for many, like 73 years they were together. I think something like that. He's 99 years old. The funeral arrangement stuff seems interesting because with lockdown and things like that, they can't have that many people. So it seems like it's going to be a pretty intimate affair. Prince Harry is going. I think he's in London now. Well, Meghan Markle's not.
Oh. But I mean, you go for your grandpa.
Of course, but you also go for your husband's grandpa.
I guess, but maybe
she's pregnant.
There were so many funny TikToks being like Princess Diana seeing Prince Philip in heaven, and it's just her like, fuck.
Oh man, I saw some reports saying that Meghan was not cleared by her physician to travel because she is pregnant. Seems like not an excuse, but like, yeah, you're pregnant. That's a very easy out. Like to be like, oh, I'm not. And then there was more reports saying that she didn't want to go because she didn't want to be like the topic of conversation, right? Like, which is fair. I get that, where it's like, let Prince Harry go. It's his family.
But it's
they
funny
just
because
now the topic of conversation is that
going.
she's not going.
Yes, but I think there would have been a longer news cycle and more stories about it if she did go. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like if she went, we would be talking about her going and what was happening behind the scenes way more than just saying like, oh, she's not going.
Like just going back and like the Queen's there and everyone you left, like, and you just did that interview and it's like,
it's also hard to have the first like big event happen after the interview be a death.
I bet
right, like where it's like it's not like a happy occasion. It's like a death where it's like you show up and you're like. Sorry,
you think the Queen is gonna date anyone?
Oh, for the love of God, Noah, no.
I'm joking.
That's hilarious.
Oh my God.
I didn't even think about
that. She's on like.
There's been a Tinder.
There's been so many. I did see so many memes about the Queen like getting back in the dating game.
Yeah. I mean, it's been 73 years.
No.
At that point, you just hang it up.
Yeah. She lived a long life with Philip.
She could have like 10, 15 more years ahead of her.
Yeah, but you really think she's going to dust it off?
No, it's... to be honest, she might be happy to have some years on her own.
She's like, I've been waiting for this.
Right, she probably has been, honestly. She's probably like, oh, gotta take care of him. I'm healthy.
I mean, since they're like... I don't know if when they went to was it Australia or Africa in like season 1 of The Crown, and I'm like, she looks like she's annoyed with him already, and they were like,
oh well,
like,
yes,
young,
yes, they've had a very up and down relationship, but you know,
R.I.P. Prince Philip.
They've been partners for a very long time, and
that's always sad.
Yeah, look, 99 is pretty impressive, I will say.
And she's 93.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So, 90. Her birthday, I think, is coming up. Her birthday's in April 21st, if I'm right on this.
April 21st?
Yeah.
She's turning 95.
She's turning 95.
Yeah,
okay.
So she's 94. Right
she's 94, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It really... but the thing is, it was of course huge news, and it's someone in the monarchy dying, and that always gets international coverage. But like we've been talking about after the interview and everything that happened, it was like it was coming.
Yeah,
it was coming.
So there's a lot going on in the TikTok world. If you are into TikTok, then you will enjoy this segment. If you're not, I would still recommend listening and maybe learning a thing or two so you can get involved, because the TikTok drama is something to follow. So here's how it all went down. There's 4 main people involved. There's Jaden and Mads, and Nessa and Josh. Mm-hmm. Jaden and Mads were a couple. Josh and Nessa were a couple. Mm-hmm. Now, a week or 2 ago, Mads put up a TikTok where she kind of alluded to the fact that Nessa was the reason her and Jaden were breaking up.
Yes.
Now... listen, Dave was running around the office when this was happening. He was like, we got emergency BFFs. He's like, you got to see the shit that's happening. Yeah. Emergency BFFs. They get Josh
and Dave do a podcast together called BFFs at Barstool, if you also don't know that.
So they get on BFFs. Josh is like, I don't know. These are 2 of the people closest to me, Jaden and Nessa. Mm-hmm. I don't know what to believe. I don't think that they would do this to me. That whole thing. Obviously, Josh is such a sweet soul, so it's like you feel bad for him. Then I felt like it died down a little bit, and it was kind of like, okay, Josh said that him and Nessa have no chance of being together anymore. Right. 0% of there being a future. He's done. He doesn't think anything happened, but they're done. Then Alex Cooper, Call Her Daddy. Now we got Call Her Daddy in the mix.
Yeah.
Post a promo with Mads.
Yeah.
Going on Call Her Daddy to reveal everything that happened with Jaden and Nessa and Josh. And in the whole podcast isn't even out yet, so that will be interesting to see what happens there.
Right, when you're listening, it'll be out.
In the promo, Mads mentions that Jaden likes Nessa. There's some shady shit going on, voice notes, deleting of the messages.
Yeah, can I just say that I felt bad, but I laughed. Like, there was something... like a time machine of like watching this girl cry with the sunglasses and the hat and the hood that took me back to like being 16 and having my friend cry over a guy and being like, really? Like, because she's so like, and it's cut together, so I'm excited to listen to the whole thing. But when she's just like, and then I found out Jaden likes Nessa.
Yeah, it's crazy. The promo was great. I was like, oh my God,
it wasn't like I found out like they're hooking up or some big event happened. It was like, I found out that Jaden likes Nessa.
It's crazy. Like, I mean, it's insane though. It's crazy that this is happening. They're all best friends and they're all going behind each other's backs. So
I'm interested though, what is really the relationship between Mads and Nessa?
They were good friends.
But not recently though.
Not recently. They stopped being good friends, but they were very good friends.
Okay.
So then the Call Her Daddy posts this promo, then shit hits the fan because Josh and Dave and Griffin and Michael Gruen, who's their manager, they're all in Miami.
Who's also 22.
Who's
People
also 22.
Don't know that he's that
I
young.
thought he was 40. He's 22.
Yep.
And he's got some crazy tweets. We'll get to that. But they're all in Miami, and Jaden and Nessa are spotted out to dinner together and going into a car holding hands. They're holding hands after they denied everything that was going on between them two. Yeah. By the way, they have a song together and they've been performing on Ellen, Jimmy Kimmel. So they've got this thing going, the music thing. Yeah. So that's why people
with
have
Travis
been
Barker.
Yeah, with Travis Barker, which we'll get to him later on. There's been some speculation. Now they're seen leaving dinner, getting in the car, holding hands. And so I don't know how true this is, but somebody screenshotted that Nessa's phone background is a picture of her and Jaden, which is fucking mind-blowing. So now they're all in Miami. Josh sees this. He's in Miami. Dave's sitting at the dinner table with Josh. Dave gets in the mud. He starts commenting on TikTok room. He can't help himself. I don't blame him. Yeah. He gets on TikTok because he knows how to do this shit.
He's like protecting his child.
Yeah. Well, he's protecting Josh, but he also knows how to run the internet and he knows how to get people talking. And this is the way you do it.
Yeah.
He starts commenting on TikTok room being like, I don't know exactly what he wrote, but it was something like,
piece of shit.
Like calling Jaden a piece of shit. He was like, just shitting on Jaden, obviously, protecting Josh. And then Jaden gets scared and he's going on Instagram Live and he's like, Dave is saying he's going to destroy my life. I don't want Dave to...
He wrote,
fuck this Jaden piece of shit. Now I'm bringing it is what he wrote. This all happened like Monday night after 1 a.m. Eastern as well. And I saw the post on TikTok room and then was up for 3 hours. Like I couldn't fall asleep, texting Bree, like talking. Everybody's awake. You were the only one asleep.
Yeah, I was sound asleep. I woke up and I was like, whoa.
Did you wake up to like, how many texts did you have?
200? 100 messages in that group chat. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So obviously Dave gets involved. Jaden goes on Instagram Live. He's like, Dave, Portnoy is going to destroy my life. I don't want that to happen. He's like begging Josh to call him. Josh wants nothing. He wants nothing of this to be online. Josh blocked him. Josh tweeted that he wants to take this all offline. At this point in time, I think Josh needs to realize that he's in the game with Dave Portnoy now, and this is not going to be taken offline. No. Like this is online now. And once Mads went on Call Her Daddy, which power to her, like she wanted people to know the truth, and I totally get that. So I feel like here's the thing. You have a lot of speculation, right? A lot of people on TikTok are like, what happened?
Like, no one knows. Yeah, no one will know the real truth ever.
People are shitting on Mads. People are shitting on Nessa. People are shitting on Jaden, Josh, whatever. But when you have all this speculation and you are Mads and you know all the information, you're going to be bursting at the seams to be like, I need people to know what happened to me. So I get why she is doing this. There's a lot of people who are like, this is so immature. This is how they make a living. This is how they get the people talking. What don't people get? This is social media. Of course they're going to air it all out. So we've got that going on. And now at this point, it seems like they're going to do an emergency BFFs pod. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to drop. I'm sure Josh will tell his side of the story. Yeah. And I think that more is going to be revealed when the episode of Mads on Call Her Daddy comes out, because I think more information will come out. As for here's the thing. I feel bad for Nessa in some circumstances just because I know that she struggles a lot with her mental health. And I would hate for anybody on the internet to bring her to a really, really dark place. Right. Like, I think that is terrible. And I don't think that any of that should happen. But if you're going to be sneaking around with your boyfriend's best friend, shit's got to be called out. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I feel like Jaden and Nessa are not going to skate by easily with this because that was their... Josh is Jaden's best friend. Their rooms are next to each other in their fucking house.
Yeah.
It's mind-boggling. How are they going to go home from Miami and live in this? Jaden's going to have to move his stuff out.
I don't know how Michael Gruen's going to walk back into that house. He's had a lot of tweets. He's put a lot of tweets.
But if you can't take the heat, then leave Miami.
It's just so many tweets. It's like he's acting like this is World War III. And Jaden and Nessa on this date, like it was just the way Jaden spoke to the paparazzi. And then, they both posted this picture of Nessa posted on Instagram a picture of the two of them, wrote so happy right now. Jaden commented same, like they were so excited because on one side, like these two just had their biggest career moment ever. Like they performed on the Ellen show. They're freaking out. Like they're like so happy they're having this massive career moment. And it's like, okay, maybe they're going out to dinner to celebrate, but then it's like the way Nessa's like holding on to him, standing behind him. Then they get into the car and you see him grab her hand and hold on to her hand. And it's just like, okay. And the way, like I said, I was up so late. Like I just watched the whole live. Jaden on live made it seem like he kind of insinuated that there may have been a conversation with Josh already where it was like, something might be happening with Nessa, and I don't know if Josh like said okay or like if it must like okay kind of thing, but now it's actually happening. Like then it was like a hypothetical conversation, like oh I don't know, maybe I kind of like Nessa or whatever it is, because the way he talked and he was like Josh, like I thought we were good, like I thought we cleared everything up, like, and that that's very different seeing it straight up in your face. So Josh, like I said, blocked him. And Jaden's like, I went to jail for this guy. And he was detained for 15 hours.
Yeah.
And look, very fair. And it's just so crazy because they're kids. And it's like I'm willing to be detained for you and take one for the team for my best buddy, but I can't resist going out with your ex-girlfriend. Just like, can't do it.
Like, have her.
Really?
So now I'm going to play devil's advocate for a quick second though. Jaden and Nessa, like, listen, I'm on Team Josh all the way, right? Yeah. Like, Josh is doing the podcast. He's doing the podcast at Barstool. Him and Dave got this thing going. How are we going to, we're Team Josh.
Yeah.
Jaden and Nessa though are making this music together.
Yeah.
Right? Their careers on the rise together. They have this bond.
For sure. Mm-hmm.
They are falling in love. What is anybody supposed to tell them? No, it's fucked up. You should be able to stop. You should pump the brakes and say, this is not supposed to happen. Yeah. But they are young and they're like, this is happening.
This is shit that happens when you're young. Like when you're 17, 18, 19, your friends like hook up with the people that you've dated. Like it's just, I feel like there's always been, every friend group has that one friend that like they went there. Like they weren't supposed to, and
they went there.
It was a whole big drama in your high school, but they did it and everyone freaked out. It's the same thing with Josh had said in their last episode, like this is all such high school drama. Now, just imagine if like your high school drama was broadcast to millions of people.
Right.
It's like, yes. Yeah. Jaden's like, this isn't a reality show. This is my real life. It's like, okay, well,
it's all in the open and we're talking about it. Here's the thing. I think Jaden and Nessa just got to go all in now. And they just got to date each other full out.
Right.
Because if they just dive right the fuck in and they just date each other full out.
They just got to be in love now.
People will be like, oh my God, do we ship Jaden and Nessa? Because I do see people saying that they love Jaden and Nessa together. Like some people aren't even mad that this is happening.
Right.
Some people are like,
they got lost in the music.
They got lost in the music.
Lost in the power of the music.
They go together. Mm-hmm. They go great together. So people they're just a little kind of cheering for them a little bit.
Duo.
But from a friend standpoint, it is so fucked up what both of them are doing. And I think only more is going to unravel from this. I mean, Mads was mentioning Lil Huddy in her video. Where's Charlie going to come in? I just feel like it's that day in the summer again where when Lil Huddy posted that note of everything that everyone's doing wrong and everyone just popped off.
July 6th?
Yeah, July 6th. And we also have to remember.
I got so deep into this last night. The way that the TikTok crowd and fan base and these young kids talk about these moments, it's literally like monumental. It's like July 6th, like they're talking about July 6th like it's the day that lives in infamy, like it's like this. And now like April 12th, Add it to the list.
Yeah, I'll remember this day forever. Yes. I'll remember July 6th forever. I remember exactly where I was. I was driving home from Situate, Massachusetts, and I saw all of it go down, and it was crazy. Yeah. And so I feel like only more information is going to come out about all these people. And listen, if you're not, you just gotta, if you're denying TikTok, why are we focusing on these young kids? Why do we watch reality TV shows? Yeah. Listen, hop aboard the train.
This is some of the best. Like, this is the Laguna Beach on social media.
It is. And it's something else to watch unfold.
Yeah.
Also, TikTok room is gone.
Fuck. It's devastating.
Who got it taken down?
That's when I decided I had to go to bed. Like, I kept refreshing TikTok room, and then when it was gone, I was like, that's my cue. It's 2:30 in the morning. Guess I should go to bed now since
Fran,
TikTok room is gone.
I'm not even going to lie. I woke up this morning and was like, should Fran and I make a TikTok room? Like, we just start a separate TikTok room now that TikTok room is taken down.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
I know.
Something to think about.
I know. Somebody's got to step up.
Right. Could be us.
Somebody's got to step up. As you guys know, I have two very, very adorable rescue dogs at home, Lola and Flo. We love them very, very much, and we have always been curious what kind of breed they were. People ask all the time. We were told when we adopted them, but honestly, it was kind of wrong. Some of them were wrong, some were right. And so if you ever been curious about what breed your dog is, you adopted a dog and you're curious and you want to find out their breed makeup, I highly recommend Embark. Embark is the highest rated dog DNA on the market. And I got to be honest, before we even read this, before we were talking about this, and I said, we're doing ads for Embark, my mom has already purchased this. My mom has used Embark for both of our dogs. She loved it. She loved learning about it. It was actually fascinating because we found out that Lola we thought was more Pit than Flo, but actually Flo is more Pit than Lola.
The more you know.
The more you know. Gave us a whole breakdown. Lola's got some chow chow in her. It's all very, very, very interesting, and it's a fun way to learn about your pups. So from breed traits to genetic risk factors for health conditions, Embark provides the resources to help you and your vet best tailor care to your dog's specific needs. Developed by PhDs and veterinarians, Embark provides the most accurate breed identification and genetic health results and can identify over 350 breeds, types, and varieties and screen for over 200 genetic health risks to help your vet provide the best medical care for your dog. Embark is the world's only canine relative finder feature. You can learn your dog's ancestry back to their great-grandparents and match with your dog's relatives. Every dog that gets tested helps contribute to their research into discovering and treating new genetic diseases in dogs to extend the lives of all dogs, which, that's the dream. Embark is the highest rated dog DNA test on sites such as Amazon and Chewy. Learning your dog's breed mix gives you insight into behavior and training for a better quality of life. So whether your dog is a mixed breed or a purebred, they're not immune to certain genetic health issues, but the sooner you know, the sooner you can find help or reduce the pain. Since our dogs can't speak to us, it's a way to just have a leg up. And like I said before, my parents have got this for Lola and Flo. They loved it. They love reading about it. The website is so easy. After she got the results, she sent it to my whole family. We talked about it for days, looking at the genetic makeup and the relatives and seeing like the family tree. It's all very, very cool. So if you're curious about your dog's inner secrets, you can learn about them with Embark, the highest rated dog DNA test. Right now, Embark has an offer on their breed and health kit for our listeners. Go to embarkvet.com to get free shipping and save $50 off your Embark breed and health kit with promo code CHICKS. The Embark breed and health kit is typically $199, but now just $149. Visit embarkvet.com and use promo code CHICKS to save $50 today. A little Travis and Kourtney update. They are, we kind of debated what this relationship was like long term. Is it endgame? Are they soulmates? They might be. Travis has now gotten Kourtney's name tattooed on his body. However, there is such a big difference in someone getting your name tattooed on you when they have, a few tattoos, maybe nothing crazy, or their first tattoo ever. If it's their first tattoo ever, maybe run away. But if it's like, if they have a few tattoos, it means something, seems very significant. For a guy like Travis Barker, who is covered head to toe in tattoos, it doesn't feel as serious. if that makes sense. Like, because he just has so many.
I feel like it blends in so well. He has so many tattoos. Yeah. I feel like these two crazy kids are just having a good time. They seem pretty serious right now, but it's one of those things that it's like a flame that burns so bright so fast.
You said the same thing about MGK and Megan Fox. They're still together.
Well, I just said that they are not going to get engaged. I don't know about Travis and Kourtney. I don't think Kourtney Kardashian is going to get engaged to Travis Barker anytime soon.
You think that tattoo has to sting a little bit for Scott Disick? Like, just a tiny bit.
For sure.
I feel like, some other guy's name is tattooed on my
of course.
mother of my children.
He's probably so upset about this, but they seem like they're having a good time.
Yeah. It does seem like a whole nother level. They're very kinky on social media, like more than we've ever seen. Like Kourtney is posting ass pics. She's tagging tagging Travis. Travis posted a picture of him drumming, and it said, I gotta find it. Hold on. It said, all day I dream about sex with you, and he tagged Kourtney in the photo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so
pray for Mason Disick.
Oh, they're just like they're sexual. There's some major sexual vibes, which is great because I feel like this has been a little bit of like a sexual awakening for Kourtney. I don't really know if she's been as I can't even believe I'm saying like I don't think she's been as like sexually fulfilled in the last few years.
I mean, who knows though?
Who knows?
Like, we don't know what's going on in her sex
life.
No,
we don't know, but I just feel like
when you're shouting it from the clouds.
Yes, right. Like, I just feel like her presence on social media has been so much more sexual than it has.
Yeah, there's no way Eunice cared if Kourtney Kardashian came or not. Like,
yeah, like I think she's like really getting taken care of.
Yeah, good.
You know what would be cool that I just thought of? I like Megan Fox and MGK, but what if MGK started dating Kim? And then they just had this like punk rock family.
I cannot see MGK.
No, you can't
and Kim
see it,
together.
but just like the idea that
the idea,
punk rock guys
right?
are like,
yeah. I just can't see Kim Kardashian and MGK together at all. But I'm gonna need more double dates from Megan Fox, Kourtney Kardashian.
Yeah.
I wonder how Megan Fox feels about the Kardashians. You know?
Yeah, I wonder. Megan Fox just seems too chill to like really
care about anything at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so at first, when Megan Fox's kids would come up into conversation, it was like, of course she's taking care of them. Where are they, though? Because she is always with MGK, honestly. Yeah. At this point, we are always seeing Megan Fox with MGK. Where are the kids?
She doesn't ever post her kids, you know?
And MGK does have a daughter, so maybe they all hang out.
Yeah, like she's just someone who I think has never really posted her kids on social media anyway. Like, because remember when he posted the kids' faces, that whole big thing, Brian Austin Green? So it's like, I don't think she's actively sharing that much of her children in the first place, but when you're in love and you just want to scream it from the rooftops, that kind of seemed to be the vibes we were getting on social media from them. And I just gotta say, since we're talking about Scott, kind of, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills trailer debuted, and we are in for a doozy of a season. I'm very excited. We haven't heard that much from filming, which is why I was like, what are they going to talk about? Are they sharing these things? Are they not? In the trailer, Erica Jane's full blown. We're talking divorce. We're debating. They're screaming. There's yelling. Did she know about the lies, the deceit, everything? And on top of that, you got Amelia FaceTiming Lisa Rinna being like, I'm hanging out with my friend Scott. And Kyle Richards is like, he's too old. He has 3 kids. Like, they're yelling about it. It's amazing. It's amazing.
It's everything we wanted. When all this news came out, we were like, is Scott Disick going to be on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Who knows if he's going to be on it, but he will be talked about. Maybe a little Lisa Rinna, Scott Disick meeting on the show. That's all we need.
Oh, man. God.
Give it to us.
Yeah, seriously. We really didn't have confirmation, and getting that trailer was just icing on the cake. Transition, still in the Bravo world. I want to talk about what's gone down with Summer House and Southern Charm. Not necessarily on the show, but what's going on right now with them in their lives. We don't really, Southern Charm, I pop in and pop out of, watch, and obviously we pay attention to what's going on with, you know, all the Madison stuff really pulled us all in. So we pay attention and we see what's happening, and we've had those guys on the show and they're fantastic. And so we know that there is Winter House coming at some point. It's like they filmed it in Vermont, and it's a mix of cast members from Summer House and Southern Charm all together. And the rumors now are that Sierra from Summer House and Austin from Southern Charm started a little fling on Winter House that has continued. They're still seeing each other.
But when is Winter House coming out?
This makes you know,
everybody keeps talking about Winter House.
Yeah, they filmed it.
Wouldn't Winter House have come out during the winter?
Well, no, they film it, and like we might not get it till next winter. Think about how we get Summer House. Like the Summer House, it films in the summer, but we don't get it for months after.
They can't wait until next winter to show us Winter House from this year.
No, I know,
that would be crazy. So maybe in the summer when Summer House ends.
Yes. Because I'm thinking like Summer House, they filmed obviously last summer, and Summer House this season started end of February, March. So, you know, 6 months, 5 months.
Well, we need it because we're hearing about all this drama, and now I want to know what's happening.
Yeah, exactly. We want to see what's going on with Sierra and Austin. There's these rumors about Paige and Craig, because Craig has been dating Natalie and he's so in love, and this is the one, and it really seemed like they were happy together. But there's been rumors saying it's happening, and there's rumors saying it's not happening, that he is hooking up with Paige, or like there's people saying they saw them holding hands, they didn't see them holding hands. It's a lot of he said, she said between Paige and Craig. Paige and Sierra were both in Charleston this past weekend with Austin. They were, you know, posting all of them together. Craig didn't seem like he was there, but everybody's hanging out. Like Shep, Luke, Austin, Carl, I think one of the other guys from Southern Charm that I'm forgetting his name, all went to Nebecolin. We're golfing, they had a little boys trip. So everybody's hanging out. And I did see like one post on Dumois that said they're like really trying to combine the shows possibly, which is very interesting. But this submission said, have it on Real Authority that Bravo is combining franchises more than you think. Lindsay from Summer House is dating a new castmate from Winter House, male model named Jason. He probably makes her sandwiches. Paige, Summer House, is hooking up with Craig, but I don't know. That one's up in the air. Unsure. Natalie deleted her Instagram though, which is suspicious. Sierra is hooking up with Austin. Madison doesn't care, as she is now hooking up with Whitney. For all the Southern Charm people, Whitney also on Southern Charm. I think for the Southern Charm fans, that was blowing people away too. Shep, Austin, Carl, Luke are all currently spending the weekend together at a golf tournament. Bravo is combining the shows and the hoes is what they wrote, but you crossed it out. So very interesting way to serve this all to us. And if they're all going to cross-pollinate, give us the show of all of them together.
I agree. I always rooted for Paige and Carl. So I'm not necessarily excited about this news.
Yeah.
Because when I first heard Paige and Craig, I was like, yes. And then it hit me. I was like, that's not Carl. Because the C words, I was like, God damn it, that's not Carl. I was really rooting for Paige and Carl. I feel like they bonded a lot. I feel like they have great chemistry when we watch them on the show. Yeah. So I have always rooted for Paige and Carl. Now I'm going to have to wait and see how they all act together if I am rooting for Paige and Craig.
Right.
Now, I did go to Craig's Instagram and I saw that Paige has liked all of his recent photos, which is a good sign. You know, maybe they could just be friends liking photos. But when you have the little rumors behind it all, apparently made it a little bit more interesting.
Apparently, Paige said the guy that she's been seeing.
And Carl did say that
normally
Paige
likes blondes, which is Craig.
Yeah. And Carl did say that Paige has a boyfriend on, I think maybe it was Watch What Happens Live or one of the shows. He slipped that she was seeing somebody.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Kind of sounds like
could be Craig.
Mr. Craig to me.
Could be Craig.
Craig has been on the show, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Craig and Austin and Shep.
Yes, they all have. Yep.
And they just do seem like they'd be a very fun crowd to hang out with.
Let's get them back on.
Like I would really love to have Like watching them all hang out in Charleston, I was like, damn, that actually looks like so much fun. I think Sierra is like so cool. I'm obsessed with Sierra. So like going out with Paige, Craig, Austin, Sierra, like sign me up. I would like to go out with them.
Still doing the nursing thing.
You know, probably not.
I feel like she doesn't need to be.
No.
But maybe out of the kindness of her heart, she does. Who knows?
Yeah. At this point in time, she did. I think she filmed Winter House as well, obviously. Duh, that's how she met Austin. So all very fascinating tidbits going on between all of these shows. Like there's just a lot of cross action going on.
Pollination.
And, I'm going to have to see what happens. But the rumors are flying. To close on topics, we just got to say we don't really know what's going on with Matt James. This is another topic that there's just tons of speculation. There are sightings of Rachel in New York. Rachel and Matt were photographed together walking around. There's rumors that, Matt flew Rachel to New York so they could talk, but then Rachel found out that Matt's been talking to this girl, Grace. Well, apparently there's 2 Graces. There's multiple girls. She's upset. Matt's like 2-timing. I don't know what's going on. It all seems very confusing. My only thought on this really is I'm just not surprised. Like I just don't. Matt is gonna play the field.
I don't know why anybody is taken aback by anything that's going on with Matt James right now. So I think where everybody is shocked and appalled is because apparently Rachel Kirkconnell was seen at Little Frankie's in New York City, crying her eyes out to her girlfriends, reading text messages from Matt James or things from her phone, potentially with Grace.
This unknown girl.
This Grace girl who went on live with Reality Steve.
Yep.
And I think that, Rachel and Matt James were also spotted in Williamsburg together. So people thought that Matt and Rachel maybe were going to be getting back together. People also thought that the way, they thought that it was a whole PR breakup and that they knew that they were going to get back together and all, details that I feel like maybe Matt James himself is confused about. Maybe he didn't know where he stood with Rachel. I feel like we saw that in the finale.
Yeah.
And now he's got multiple Graces on his shoulders, which is like, you got to just pick people with different names because now everybody's getting confused on which Grace you're talking to. Who the Grace he was talking to before the show, he told her to go on the show and she didn't end up going on the show.
Yep.
Now he's with a new Grace who's an Instagram model who he was hooking up with this past weekend in Florida. Yeah. There's a lot going on with Matt James, and I think we just got to let him be. You know, I think he's dating. I think he's dating around, and I think that's the way it goes. The only reason why people are talking about him dating around so much is because they are curious as to what happened exactly with Rachel and him this past week, where she was crying at Lil Frankie's.
And also we definitely have a different opinion on Matt James. I think in general, like maybe we would be more critical of him if we didn't know him and like him. But it's like, it feels very intense. And I also understand why fans of The Bachelor would be frustrated, because it does come back to the, why are you going to be The Bachelor if you're not ready to settle down? And clearly he's not ready to settle down. Like, this guy wants to date. He wants to date around. Like, that's very evident through all of this. So it's like, I think a frustration of him even being the Bachelor in the first place. And Reality Steve sometimes needs to like take a chill pill, because this Instagram Live was so serious. It was so intense of like, he said, he concluded the live, he said, be better at cheating, dude, a terrible liar, terrible cheater. Like, it got like a little aggressive, where it's like, Rachel, yes, he and Rachel have had this ongoing relationship, but I don't really know if he and Rachel were locked in like as girlfriend, boyfriend, and there's this whole big cheating thing. It kind of seems like maybe Rachel had thought like things could progress and they could get back together, and then she found out that Matt was also speaking to all these other women, and that's devastating, 100% for Rachel. Like, that sucks. But it's just this whole thing like that, they said Matt's been leading Rachel on and talking to her every day. And then once Rachel found out about Grace, Rachel and Grace spoke and like crossed referenced, they shared their notes and realized what Matt was doing, and it's been this whole big disaster for Matt now. So
big disaster for Matt. I feel like we're only going to hear more and more about him dating other people.
For sure.
This also just reminded me that we have a major guest on Friday. Oh, yeah. We have a major fucking guest on Friday, and I just remembered it.
In person.
Our first in-person guest in a long time.
Yeah.
Over a year.
Yeah.
And it's somebody that you guys would never fucking guess would come on this show.
Yeah.
Hint, we've talked shit plenty of times.
Yeah.
And I think you guys are going to get your socks knocked off your feet. I really do. Like, I totally just remembered
really
that was
excited.
happening.
Yeah.
And Trent will be a part of it.
Yeah.
So you guys can get excited for that.
Yeah.
But
No.
honestly, when we post about this podcast, I want people to guess who the guest is going to be on the next.
Yeah, I'll make a graphic.
Yeah, make a graphic. We want the guesses out there.
And then maybe Thursday we'll drop the teaser.
Yeah.
Like Thursday night.
Holy shit, I'm so excited. I have chills now.
I mean, no one has not talked shit
Nobody
about
has not talked
I really
shit about
think
this
everybody's
person.
going to know who it is.
Really?
Well, let's
Yeah.
just
Let's
I
not
think-
say. Let's just see what they say.
Yeah.
But that's okay. It's in person, and it's gonna be something. Yeah, I'm excited for that. All right, everyone, we are back for another game of Beat Ria and Fran. This time we got two special guests, Jenny and Meg. They are together. They're friends. They're here. They're ready to try and beat us. Will they? Who knows? We've got vacation brains, so I'm not exactly sure how sharp we're going to be today. I'm feeling confident, though. Are you guys feeling confident?
Think so.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, they are.
I like it.
Some are
All
like,
right,
I don't
good,
know. But
yeah.
Jenny and Meg, they're ready.
They're confident.
Noah,
Okay.
how confident are you in your questions today?
Honestly, I had so many people send them in last night when I posted on the story. So shout out to everyone who sent in questions. I didn't even mean to say that. I just can't help myself.
Yeah. We need to, lack of a better word. So
Yeah,
shout
like
out.
I don't even know. Like, give me something else to say.
I don't know.
That's just my go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people actually sign their email, their name, and then shout out, which is funny.
That's great.
Okay, good. So we got a little joke now. All right, I think we're ready to play. Okay, so we are gonna pick who goes first a new way. Once again, shout out to the person who sent in this idea. Noah's gonna pick a movie, and then we're gonna go around, guess the Rotten Tomatoes score, and whoever is closest will be who goes first. Okay. So don't tell anybody who it is. We'll all go around, say our answer, and whichever team's closest, they go first.
Okay, each one of you or just one per team?
Each one of us gets a guess. So
Okay.
we get double the shot.
All right, Just Friends.
Okay. All right. You guys guess first.
Just friends. It's 65.
Incorrect.
No, you're not supposed to.
Oh, wait. Oh,
you're
I
not supposed to
wait?
wait till the end and see who's the closest.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, you're not gonna get it yet.
Yeah, we would go
Right.
around forever if we had
Okay,
to guess
never mind,
the exact
never
number.
Okay.
Okay.
65, but you don't know. It could be close.
Right.
All right. 72.
I'm going to go with Just Friends. I don't know. I love the movie, but I think it could be low. 43.
54.
Fran is very close. It's 42.
Okay, so we got first.
I
All
would
right.
go first.
There we go.
Wow, one off. Woo.
Yeah, really close.
Good start. That's
What do you
little-
get if
that's
you
the
get it
little
on the
pump
head?
up I needed.
A little prize?
Yeah.
get candy.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you get little treats over there
Yeah.
for us? Just throw
Here,
them at us.
I want this Cliff Bar. Okay.
Okay. All
Question
right.
number one.
Wait. We got to run through the rules for the ladies.
Oh, do you want to?
You're the
the
host.
Oh, there's not that many rules, but we're doing 15 questions. If you get a question wrong, the other team has a chance to steal that question. Whoever has the most right at the end wins.
30 seconds on the
30
clock.
seconds.
We decided 30
seconds.
Oh, okay. 30 seconds.
Unless it's a crazy question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you get
Unless
bumped.
Noah
Yeah.
deems that it needs extra seconds.
Okay. First question. Shout out Grace.
Shout out Grace.
Which actress was not in 13 Going on 30? A. Judy Greer. B. Brie Larson. C. Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten
Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst. D. Ashley Benson.
It's Kirsten Dunst
Yeah.
because all the rest of them are in it.
Yep.
Damn. Okay. Final answer.
Kirsten
Kirsten
Dunst,
Dunst.
yeah.
I didn't know how known that was.
Yeah.
I was shocked when I'm like, Brie Larson.
I
I
watched 13 Going on 30 like recently and had that same revelation.
She
Watching
plays
again.
one of the little girls.
Yeah, the 6
They
chicks.
both. Yeah. Okay. 1 point to Ria and Fran.
Thank you.
Now to Megan and Jenny. Shout out Kennedy for this one. Kennedy with a Y. We have a couple different spellings this time.
We're gonna spell out everyone's names.
No, but like there's two different Kennedys.
Making it longer.
There's two different Kennedys, and they both spell their name differently.
Okay.
We'll get to that when we get to her.
Well, they
Shout
would know.
out Kennedy
They would
with a-
know which question they wrote.
Yeah, true. Shout out Kennedy with a Y. Name 5 celebrities, not including the Kardashians, whose first and last names start with the same letter. Go.
Oh God. Okay. I can't even think of anything right now. So random.
20 seconds.
Meghan Markle. Okay. 1. Yeah. Oh my God, what do you can't think of anything?
5 seconds.
Camila Cabello. 2.
Oh, time's up.
All
Sorry.
right, 2 again, 2. I had nothing in
That was tough.
Noah's game show host is so good. Time's up. Next.
It's just so honest. It's so honest. All right. Okay. Our turn?
Yeah.
All right. We got Meghan Markle, Maren Morris, Camila Cabello, Jack Johnson,
Ryan Reynolds.
All right. 2-0.
All right.
All right.
And back to you guys.
That's a tough one to get first.
That was
that's
also
a much easier one
you
to
should
get
have
on.
gave them a little 45 seconds.
Easier
but
one to
think?
get on the steal. I think anytime
You
you have
named
to
them
list.
in like 5 seconds.
I know, but I think when you need to list something, it needs to be a little bit longer.
Okay.
Because multiple choice obviously is super quick. Like that's.
All right. This
But
next
I'm
one you have to
thinking-
name them, but
Give us 30 seconds.
okay.
Yeah.
Shout out Kelly with an I.
Mm.
How many Real Housewife franchises are there currently in the U.S. and name them?
Holy fuck. Okay. Real Housewives of New York City, Real
Yep.
Housewives of Beverly Hills,
Yep.
Real Housewives of New Jersey, Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Orange County, Real Housewives of Salt Lake City,
Real Housewives of Dallas.
Real Housewives of Dallas.
Real Housewives of Potomac.
Okay, so that's 8.
I think that's it.
Should I run through them
Currently.
one more time?
Yeah. New York.
New York, New Jersey, Beverly Hills, Orange County, Salt Lake City. What's the one I missed one? Atlanta.
Dallas, Potomac.
That's 8.
8, and those are all of them.
I have 10. But did some get discontinued?
On TV?
Did some get discontinued?
Yeah, there's ones that have been canceled.
Okay, well here I'll read the ones that I should I read the ones.
Wait. Well, if like they should get a chance to answer it.
Yeah.
I think they should get a chance to answer it. If they come up with the other 2, but they're discontinued, we've just get rid of the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know.
Discontinued.
Any other ones that they didn't say? Okay, can we name all the ones that did say? New York, New Jersey. Yeah. The Utah. Yep, the Utah, Orange County. Yep. Miami. Yep. Did they? Dallas. Dallas, yeah. Potomac. Is that 7? 6? That's 6. Shit.
5
I just can't think of any ones that they didn't say. I know, I was just trying to think of like a random cities, like Chicago. No.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Damn, no, you're brutal. So what were the other 2? What were the other?
They said Miami, and Miami is one, but it was not. Miami's not on TV.
Okay,
right
so
now.
Kelly, I'm sorry, but your question seems to
You
not
gotta-
be fact.
you gotta-
Okay,
You got to fact check.
but many people sent this one in, and they all said 10.
Okay.
Everyone said 10, but I
But-
guess the currently really was the main
Yeah,
problem.
you said currently.
Yeah, it needed
Okay.
to be.
Okay, this is what I have.
The ones of the ones ever is what
Yeah,
you could have
yeah.
done.
Orange County, Beverly Hills, New York City, Atlanta, New Jersey, D.C.,
Beverly Hills
Miami,
stuff.
Potomac,
DC.
Dallas, Salt Lake City.
Oh.
DC and Miami
Okay.
existed,
but
but
they're
they're
not
not on
currently
TV
on.
Should
now.
we scratch this question?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think the question was.
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
Yeah,
I would
that's
say we'd
okay
get
with
the
you
point,
guys.
but we could scratch it. You said currently, and we gave you the
I know,
current
I
ones.
know.
Okay. You just need to be a better host. I'm sorry. That was rude. I think you're a great host.
We were technically right, but the question,
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I think we just scrap it.
You went back and forth on your own question, which is like you gotta stick. If you were talking about currently, then it's currently. If you're talking about all time, it's all time.
I know.
All right. Moving on.
I'll let everyone down.
You did, but we'll move on.
So is this to you or to them now?
Now
to you, or like because you didn't get a question then? Like,
yeah. Then we'll get a new question.
Redo question.
Okay. Thanks to Amy for this question.
Fingers crossed, Amy.
Which 2 Bachelor alums currently have the most followers on Instagram?
Oh.
A lot of people send this one in.
Which
Tyler and Hannah Brown?
I want to say yes, but I also think maybe
Caitlin Bristow.
Caitlin's up there. I think Tayshia's up there too.
But I think
JoJo also maybe.
10 seconds.
Yeah, probably
5
Tyler
seconds.
and Hannah.
I'm saying Tyler and Hannah Brown.
Probably Tyler and
Final
Hannah.
answer?
Yeah.
Final answer.
Wrong.
Oh.
Megan and Jenny.
Okay. I would say Tyler.
Yeah, me too.
And then I would definitely stick with Tyler.
Yeah, me too.
Not Hannah Brown.
No.
What maybe?
Or is there else
I'd
that you
say
can think of?
Caitlin, Tasia.
Okay. Yeah, true.
10 seconds.
Should we go Taysha or Caitlin?
Maybe like Dean.
5 seconds.
Okay.
No. Okay.
So definitely Tyler. Who else should we go?
We'll do Caitlin Bristow.
Okay.
Okay. We'll do Tyler and Caitlin Bristow.
Final answer.
Incorrect.
Ooh.
The correct is Hannah Brown has the most with 2.6, and JoJo has the second most with 2.3.
Oh, so not even Tyler. I thought Tyler was a
Wow,
lock.
I would have
no.
guessed Tyler for
Tyler
sure.
was a lock too.
Damn.
I kind of thought JoJo, but I didn't know where JoJo would have fit in there
Yeah.
because I just thought Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Okay. Now this is to Megan and
Meg and
Jenny.
Jenny.
Shout out to Kennedy with an I.
Ooh.
Hopefully your question beats Kennedy with a Y.
Damn. Battle of the Kennedys.
Damn, ruthless.
How many times was John B. said in season 1 of Outer Banks? A, 342. B, 149. C, 78. D, 451.
Go through them again.
That's all
Okay.
you.
I can say them one more. Do you want me to say
How
them one more
many
time?
times his name is said in the show? Can you repeat the answers again?
Yes. A, 342. B, 149.
Okay.
C, 78. D, 451.
I'm between B and C. Because I feel like 400 times would be like too much.
What is there, like 10 episodes?
10 seconds.
I'm gonna
just pick one.
go B.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Correct.
I knew it was B. I just rewatched it this weekend.
So you count when
There's
you watch
no
it?
way
No,
it's like
but I
300
just-
and
yeah,
something.
I just knew.
And I feel like 78
How much-
was too low.
How much was B? 100 what?
149 times.
140. And I remember them talking about that as after it came out.
Okay, score is 2-1
Nice.
Ria and Fran.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, this is to Ria and Fran. And thank you, Madeline, for this.
Madeline.
What actor starred in different rom-coms with the following actresses? J-Lo, Jennifer Garner, Kate Hudson, and what were the movies?
Matthew
It's
McConaughey.
got to be Matthew McConaughey.
And it's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, but also Fool's Gold.
J-Lo is The Wedding Planner.
Wedding Planner, which is now on
And
Netflix.
Jennifer Gardner is Ghosts of Girlfriends Past.
Yes.
I just watched that one.
Correct.
Let's go.
All right, 3-1 Ria and Fran.
I like these questions. These are fun. People
these
have
are
really
good.
good questions.
Yeah, people are a lot smarter than we are, that's
Yeah.
for sure. We're trying to come up with
Right. There's no way.
Okay. Now to Jenny and Megan.
Yes.
Meg.
Jenny and Meg.
Oh, well.
Meg's our friend.
Oh, I think I had...
Yes, but she prefers
Meg.
Meg.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
know
you
that.
did
Okay, Meg. Jenny and Meg. I like this next shout out because I'm shouting out the city too.
Oh, nice.
Maggie from Philadelphia.
Okay, I want everybody to
Yeah,
start doing
everyone
name and
could do
location.
location,
Yep,
that'd
that
be
would
good.
be great. Yep, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Which of these songs was not covered in Bridgerton? A, Thank You Next, Ariana Grande. B, Billie Eilish, Bad Guy. C, Girls Like You, Maroon 5. D. Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus.
Did you watch Bridgerton?
I did, and I know it's not Ariana Grande or Maroon 5. It's either B or D.
I have nothing.
Bad Guy or Wrecking Ball. I'm gonna go D. Wrecking Ball. Final answer.
Correct.
Nice. Nice.
Wrecking Ball.
Yes. All right. 3-2, Ria and Fran.
Okay. We're moving. We're cruising. I like it.
This is to Ria and Fran.
Okay.
Shout out Julia. Which 3 albums won Taylor Swift Album of the Year at the Grammys?
Oh.
Name them.
Did she win this year for Folklore?
God.
Or was it Dua Lipa?
20 seconds.
It was Taylor Swift, right?
Yeah. Red? Did Red win?
I have no idea.
10 seconds.
Red, Folklore,
5.
and 1989. It's not 1989.
Fearless?
No,
All right.
Fearless
You
was
got
too
an
early.
answer?
1989, Red, and Folklore.
Incorrect.
That's
And now to
definitely
Jen,
not 1989.
Jenny and Meg.
Yes.
I'm
Either one's
not
fine.
going to get this right.
It's okay.
Okay. I think Red, definitely.
Yeah.
Folklore. I feel like that was right. I don't think it was 1989.
No.
I don't think it was Lover. Was it?
I'm not the biggest Taylor Swift fan, so
5
now.
seconds.
maybe.
All right, you got an answer?
Okay, I think we'll do Speak Now, Red, and Folklore.
Also incorrect.
Is it Reputation?
No.
Is it
the
Lover?
What the
correct,
hell?
the correct answers are Fearless,
It is
1989,
Fearless.
and Folklore.
Fearless.
Oh, no, so it's not Red.
Okay.
It's not Red.
Wow. Fearless, 1989, and Folklore.
Yes.
Damn, okay, so I was right on 1989, but I really thought it was
Red
Red.
was like the one I was like for sure of.
Yeah,
I
I
know.
thought
I'm not
so
the
too.
biggest Taylor Swift
Damn,
fan, so
okay,
really,
wow.
Okay,
The more
score
you
is
know.
still 3-2. Ria and Fran. This one is to Jenny and Meg. Shout out to Ashley for this one. What artist wrote Ariana Grande's song, Just a Little Bit of Your Heart? A. Harry Styles. B. Ryan Tedder. C. Ed Sheeran. D. Jessie J.
I know that Ed Sheeran and Jessie J write like a lot of songs.
I know, those are the 2 I was in between, too.
Between those two.
I feel like I don't really know that song too well, so
Yeah,
I couldn't
right.
really figure out which kind of vibe each
15
would,
seconds.
would go for.
Maybe Jessie J.
That's kind of what I was
guess.
going for. I just do that.
Yeah. Okay. Jessie J. Final
Final.
answer.
Incorrect.
I don't even know what this song
I wish
is.
we could
Neither
play
do I.
songs.
My heart says Ryan Tedder, but
I
that
was
seems
thinking
too
Ri-
obvious.
I know. No, I don't
It
think
does seem obvious because it's Ryan Tedder writes everyone's songs, but I also feel
I
like
think it's Ed Sheeran. Or what was the first option?
Harry Styles.
Not Harry Styles.
Fi-
So it's not
15
Harry
seconds.
Styles, it's not Jessie J, it's between Ryan Tedder and Ed Sheeran.
10 seconds.
Let's go Ed Sheeran.
okay.
Final answer. Oh, okay, it's your final answer. Time's
Final
up.
answer.
Incorrect. Harry Styles.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my, we wrote that one off from the beginning. I thought I
Yep.
said no way it
I
was
knew
him.
you guys weren't going to get that.
Damn.
Okay, Noah.
Sure.
I mean, I was shocked when I saw it. Okay, wait.
Damn, I had no idea.
Nope.
This is to, I'm losing track.
It's us.
Okay, it's to Ria and Fran. Shout out Michelle. Rate these Jennifers from tallest to shortest.
Oh my god.
Jennifer Lopez, Jennifer Garner, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, I feel like Jennifer Love Hewitt is kind of short.
J Law is definitely the tallest.
J Law's
Ah.
no, Jennifer Gardner is pretty tall.
But I think Jennifer Lawrence is too.
Okay, so I think it's Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Gardner, J Lo, Jennifer Love Hewitt. But is J Lo shorter than Jennifer
Yeah,
Love Hewitt?
yeah. I don't know.
I feel like J Lo's like
15 seconds.
on the shorter side, maybe.
I think Jennifer Love Hewitt. J-Lo, I do think is on the shorter side.
But Jennifer Love Hewitt is kind of it's tiny, right?
5 seconds.
I would go Jennifer Lawrence, Jennifer Gardner, J-Lo, Jennifer Love Hewitt.
That's what
Final
our final
answer?
answer.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow.
That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Ladies.
I was really hoping we could get that one.
Know your heights.
Yeah.
All right. The score is now 4-2 Ria and Fran. And this is back to
This is question number.
Jenny and Meg.
Just want to know where we are in the game.
We have 5 left.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Finish this lyric. They told me all of my cages were mental. It's a Taylor Swift lyric. I should have said that.
Yeah.
They told me all of my cages were mental.
That's it? That's all
you're given?
You're given?
I mean, I thought it was a
think
pretty recognizable.
So I got wasted in all my potential.
Sure, I literally have nothing.
Can you read the line again?
They told me all of my cages were mental.
So I got something in all my potential.
10
I mean,
seconds.
it sounds like it'd be right.
Okay.
5.
Okay, yeah. Well, so I got wasted in all my potential. Final.
It's so close. I want to give it to you. It's so close. I mean, I feel like I should give it to you. There's like one word off.
I mean,
So I got wasted like all my potential.
you
give
it.
it.
Same thing.
Yeah, I will 100%.
Yeah, we can't. We can't.
That's
Alright.
tough, and that's
Yeah.
impressive. But
Yeah.
Thank
Because
you.
I also don't think I would have had
No.
any. I don't think I even would have come
Yeah.
up with that. So
Me either.
No.
Okay. 4-3 Ria and Fran. And this is to them.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Shout out Kaylee for this.
Oh, this is our question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which actresses make up the Monterey... How do you say it?
Monterey,
No, like Monterey 5 and Big Little Lies.
Monterey.
Monterey.
Oh, okay.
What are you saying?
What are they? Okay.
Wait. I almost want to re-say that. That's so embarrassing. All right, just go.
Okay. Shailene Woodley, Reese Witherspoon, Nicole Kidman, Zoe Kravitz. Who's the fifth one?
Laura Dern.
Laura Dern.
Correct. Damn.
How could I forget Laura Dern? She's
Nice.
awesome in that
Yep.
show.
Would not have gone that one. No.
Okay, 5-3. Oh, this is a movie quote, so I gotta play it.
Okay.
Get very excited. For
Yeah,
this
no, I
one.
like the movie quote.
Yeah.
Very interactive.
Yeah. Okay, so what movie is this quote from? And I'm gonna play it.
I'm still so mad about Jerry Maguire.
I know.
All right, here we go.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody!
You want me to play it again?
Yes, please.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. Nobody!
I have no idea.
Yeah, I literally it's not ringing any bells.
I think some sort of action movie.
Yeah, definitely. I don't even recognize the voice really. I don't
No, I
think.
don't either.
Nobody?
10 seconds.
I don't have anything.
Just sitting here smirking.
No, we're gonna
Nothing?
pass.
No.
Literally, not even a guess.
Okay.
Dodgeball.
I think you guys know it
Correct.
though.
Correct.
Ben Stiller
Ben
and
Stiller and
Dodgeball.
Dodgeball.
Yep.
Great movie. Okay.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
I knew you guys
6-3.
knew it too.
6-3. They're pulling away. Okay, and this is to you guys.
Okay.
Shout out Molly. Which Grey's Anatomy... Which... I can't
Oh
read
my
that.
god!
man.
No,
Fuck.
if you're gonna be the
No, I will let you restart that one.
All right. I mean, but now we're all laughing and I can't cut it.
Now we're all having a good time laughing at me.
All right. Wow, it's been rough.
yeah.
Which Grey's Anatomy cast / Okay, I wrote this question wrong. God damn it. You know what? We're all on vacation mode right now.
Yeah.
All right. Which Grey's Anatomy characters have been in every season?
Meredith.
Meredith.
Grey, and Dr. Bailey. And
I haven't seen every season, so I don't know.
Dr. Richard. What is Richard's last name?
Yeah, I want full names.
No, I know.
What's
Richard Weber.
Okay, but what was Bailey's first name?
Miranda
Bailey. I kind of think that's it. Pretty sure everybody else is gone from the beginning.
Okay, 5 seconds.
Because Karev was the last one. He's gone. Okay, so Meredith Grey, Miranda Bailey, Richard Weber. That's it. Final answer.
Let's go. Nice.
I would have gotten that one.
I didn't.
7-3. All right, last question.
Oh, God.
Shout out to Tessa and Laura from London, Ontario, Canada.
Nice. International.
Yeah. What were the names of the Jonas Brothers characters in Camp Rock? Full names.
Oh, gosh. We should know this.
Oh, no.
Shane Gray.
Oh, yep. Why is nothing coming to mind right now?
Is it Kevin and Nick?
Shane was Joe, right?
Shane was Joe.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like Kevin was Kevin.
I think so too. When was Nick?
Was Nick? Like,
I mean, nothing else is
literally
coming.
a million times. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Nothing.
Final
Shane Gray, Kevin, and Nick.
Unfortunately, no.
Oh, guys.
I only know Shane Gray as well.
This is
because
tough.
The other two were kind of not even in
I'm
it.
pretty
Well, they
sure.
were, but
I'm pretty sure Nick is Jason,
Really?
and I don't. One of them is Jason. I don't know if it's Kevin or if it's
okay,
Nick.
you don't need to name. Or do they need to?
No,
assign-
I didn't say you need to, but it would be
Shane
impressive.
Gray.
if you did.
Shane Gray, Jason Gray,
and Michael Gray.
No,
not Michael.
No.
Okay.
5 seconds.
Shane, Jason, and
Kevin.
yeah, I don't know.
That's
Nothing?
it. That's all I got.
No.
That's all I got.
It's Shane Gray, Jason Gray, Nate Gray.
Nate.
Oh,
And also-
Was it Nick?
Nate?
Nick
No.
is Nate.
Nate.
Joe is
Yeah.
Shane, Nick is
Nick
Nate,
is Nate.
Kevin is
Jason.
Yeah.
And also, I had a bonus just for fun. What was the name of their band in Camp Rock? For any of you.
Connect 3.
Yeah,
Correct.
yeah. No. That was it. I know something 3, but I'm just.
Oh my god.
All right, so I'll count the bonus, and Ria and Fran went 7-4.
Wow. All right.
I'm just
I'm impressed with ourselves.
All right.
Thank you, ladies, for playing. You guys did a good job.
Hey,
Look,
we
I need to
didn't care if we
apologize
lose. We just wanted to get some points on the board, so I'm fine with that.
You definitely did that. You definitely did.
I had to make a formal apology to Nick. I can't believe I got this character's
That's
name wrong.
tough.
That's tough.
That's tough. As a long time.
No, I
Nick
know.
fan,
I
it's
know.
tough.
For the amount of times I've watched Camp Rock,
Right.
it's just
Literally.
because Jason makes the birdhouse. They talk about Jason. I always remember Jason's name. Damn.
Yeah,
okay.
unfortunate.
Well, and then in Camp Rock 2, he has the whole storyline with what's her face, the one that dates Adam Devine. You know who I'm
Chloe
talking about.
Bridges.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
unfortunate.
Anyways,
thank you guys so much for playing. This
Jenny
was a lot
Meg,
of fun.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Also, keep sending your questions in to n.ives, IVES, at barstoolsports.com.
Yeah, no, get that cloud off.
Yeah.
Get that email out
Yeah,
there.
that email.
If you want to email anything else to Noah.
Yeah, wink, your phone numbers. Just go.
All right.
All right.
all right. Thank you guys
ladies.
so much.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
We have a great interview with Luke Bryan, and let me tell you, if there's one thing that Luke Bryan likes, it's hanging out, chilling out, drinking a beer, just like us. We can't wait. You'll hear it in the interview, but hopefully we have an opportunity to maybe share a beer with Luke Bryan at some point. And if we do, it'll be an ice-cold Coors Light, the official beer of Chicks in the Office. It's just a way for us to unwind, relax, always on the go, we're on the move, we're recording. When we reach into the fridge, pull out that ice-cold Coors Light, the blue on the mountains. It's just so enticing. You're ready for that first sip. It hits your lips. It's so cold and just absolutely wonderful. It's the only beer out there that's literally made to chill. That is Coors Light. It's cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged. It's literally made to chill. It's as crisp and refreshing as the Colorado Rockies. Perfect for a moment to unwind. They also have their Coors Seltzer. Amazingly refreshing as well if you want to mix it up, have a little of that fruity taste to it. The seltzers are delicious. And, I got to say, I think Luke Bryan he would admire us for speaking about a nice ice cold beer before we get into this interview. So if you ever feel like you're on the go, you're juggling a million things at once, all you want to do is chill, Coors Light is literally made for those moments. Because everyone likes variety, Coors has also introduced refreshing Coors Seltzers with flavors like black cherry, mango, and lemon lime. You can get Coors Light and Coors Seltzer delivered straight to your door with Drizzly or Instacart. And big announcement, we have our first Chicks in the Office merch giveaway winners. Stay tuned for what comes next from Coors Light and Chicks in the Office. But the winners this go around, Carly, Paige, Kristen, you guys absolutely crushed it. The pictures were epic. They totally set up. They had the front, they top notch. They look like professional photos. So thank you guys so much for getting involved. And you guys win this round. Like I said, the photos were amazing. And always remember to celebrate responsibly. This is coming from the Coors Brewing Company in Golden, Colorado, and Fort Worth, Texas.
All right, everyone, we are here with a very special guest, country music star Luke Bryan. Let me tell you, people are really, really excited for you to be coming on this show. I know we were talking to Fran's friends the other day, and they were like, well, can you tell us, the exact day and time you guys will be interviewing him, when it will be coming out? So we are so excited to have you on the show. Welcome.
Thanks for having me. I mean, certainly a big fan of what you guys do, and glad to be here. Do a little, do some girl talk, some chick talk, right? Is that what this is about?
Absolutely, absolutely. Because you're familiar with Barstool. You've done some of our other shows, so I feel like you kind of get the gist of it. But we put our own spin on things.
It's so fun walking into, the Barstool headquarters and seeing everybody in there. I mean, if, I'm just jealous that I can't have like a frat house every day of my life, but it's been fun being associated certainly with some of the stuff with Barstool. Yeah. And it was funny. I was out in LA a couple months ago, and Dave was at dinner with some guys, and this was before LA locked down all the restrictions, but I didn't really get to go. I mean, I said, Dave, hey Dave, it's Luke. I said, man, thank you for everything you've let me be a part of with Barstools. I kind of just fist bumped him. I didn't get it. It was back when nobody was getting up, or still everybody's that way, but nobody was getting up into everybody's space. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad I could be a part of this with you guys, and certainly I'm glad y'all are having fun with your show, and it's fun stuff.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. And what you said is funny, like frat house every day, because people on the outside are like, it looks like a frat house. It's like dirty. There's shit everywhere. Like there's just a bunch of dudes.
We're all not clean people is the problem.
Yeah, no, everyone's a bit messy.
Not dirty though.
No,
like
not dirty.
Belongings. Messy. Clothes are
belongings everywhere. Not dirty though. Yeah. But there's like no frat guys here. You know what I mean? Like all the guys that work here are like the opposite of frat guys. So it's so funny when people would be like, "Oh, those frat guys at Barstool." Yeah. It's like it's a frat house without frat guys.
That's right. Yeah. It's frat house light. Well, maybe y'all need to just create a whole new term for a new segment for what they are.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good have we'll have to work on that.
Yeah, definitely. But you got so much going on right now. American Idol is airing. You have your deluxe version of Born Here, Live Here, Die Here is coming out in April. Now, what is... Because we've heard the album, we love it. I was just singing One Margarita in Ria's face all morning long.
All morning.
Because it's just one of those songs where once you get to, you hear it for 2 seconds, it's stuck in your head all day. It's great. So what's going on with the deluxe version? What can we expect from that?
Well, yeah, I mean, with when Born Here, Live Here, Die Here came out, we were originally going to put it out last April, and then obviously with the pandemic and everything, we're like, it's probably not the best look right now. So we put it off till August, but we did decide to put out One Margarita for the summer. And, we even mean, some people, you know how everybody is quick to judge about what you're doing during the pandemic, but you know, I was like, well, people still are drinking margaritas out there, and everybody still wants to have fun. So we put that out, but but I had recorded like 2 or 3 extra songs that didn't make the original, and then I had written some songs that I really, really wanted everyone to hear, and then I found a couple songs too. So, I mean, when you're in quarantine, just drinking beer all day and you're not up to anything, you know, so you're listening to songs and trying to find songs. So, so I was able to put some songs together, but I didn't want to wait, you know, like sometimes album cycles take a couple years. So I felt like I got some songs I really love. They really round out the album nicely. So I was like, hey, let's put 6 songs out there. And I think, you know, in the modern climate of music, I mean, I think fans are so accustomed to, you know, artists giving them new music, you know, quite frequently. So I was like, let's put these out and get them rocking. So we're excited to have them out and glad to have this coming out.
Yeah, people are really excited for it because once you get like something that's kind of back to back like that in a short period of time, everyone is so excited. Like, whoa, what did we do to deserve this? Like, he's giving us more.
Well, you know, and I think fans, I mean, the way people get music and listen to music change. You know, when you hear a new song by somebody, like, you know, it's on your phone right then, and then if you love it, you can play it. I mean, you know, you can just play it out already. I mean, you can, in a week, you know, a lot of people have already like, all right, I've heard it all. I can hear it. I know all the words. What's the next thing they got coming? So I think, you know, this day and age, you know, in the world where everybody's, like I said, on their phone constantly and there's new info coming at them all the time, I think fans these days just want new music coming as much as they can, you know, and they'll pick the songs that they really like and really gravitate to kind of be in their playlist and in their world, and the songs that they don't really like, you know, they'll just, you know, it's an interesting dynamic. I mean, I just like being able to put new music out and getting reactions from people.
Definitely. And what's the recipe for you for like creating just a really catchy song that gets stuck in people's heads? Like Fran was saying, she was singing the song all morning.
Alcohol, women,
all Trucks. Of the vices.
Well, yeah, I mean, my recipe is just try to have fun. You know, now I can't, you know, every song for my whole career can't be about partying and stuff, you know. I mean, it you know, I've done a lot of
some
those,
of the best ones are.
Yeah.
Well, you know, with me, it's pretty funny, you know, when I write a song, the first thing I do is like I watch everybody around my house, like I got 2 boys. I got a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old, and when they're, you know, most 99% of the time when I'm listening to my new music, I'm listening in my truck going down the road. And so they're listening, and then the songs that they really gravitate to, sorry, there's a fire truck going by.
It's okay. We can't hear it. You're good.
But so the songs that they really gravitate to, I'm like, because they'll insult me. Like, they'll be like, Dad, I don't really like the way you sound on that song. But
I was just
like
going to ask
like,
how they treat you.
Yeah, they don't even know that they're being, you know, they don't even understand that they just totally trashed one of my songs. They're just listening like kids. Yeah. But then I have 2 nieces, and I've got my 2 nieces that are like, they're 25 and 22. And so then I bounce songs off of them because, you know, they're in the clubs and they're in the college world. So if Uncle Luke can give them a song that really is catchy for them, that fires them up. And then, like with my latest single, Down to One, that was a song that Caroline really, really loved. We were on the boat this summer, and she was like, "That needs to be your next single too." So she really championed that one.
Yeah. So just getting a lot of feedback from people in your family.
Yeah, I mean, and then I've got a whole circle of like people that, you know, that I work with, my band, my crew, all my folks within my management. They're giving me info too, and stuff like that. So you just kind of sit back and watch people's reaction. If nobody reacts to it, then, you know, nobody really nobody really likes it. But like, second I played One Margarita, everybody was like, "Yep, this is going to be big."
It's a hit. Yeah. What as Uncle Luke? Do they make you like make videos for people that are like, oh, my friend is like a really big fan. Can you like make a video saying hi? Like, what's the treatment towards Uncle Luke?
Oh, constantly. Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, my nieces, everybody has fun. I mean, my parents are the worst because they're like,
Yep.
Like, don't forget where you come from. You need to, my dad, God, he sends me just random video requests all the time. But, the fun thing with my nieces, if I'm around them and one of their girlfriends has got a birthday, we'll FaceTime and I'll wish them happy birthday. But they're pretty, we're pretty chill about all that. We have fun with it all and really don't overthink that. Anybody in my circle, when somebody calls me up and they're like, hey, will you send so-and-so? Like literally before we got on, I just did one for my videographer. He had one of his girlfriends was turning, she had a birthday. So I just gave her a little birthday shout out. So I'm doing that all the time. So it doesn't bother me if the nieces do it.
Yeah. And you said, you're in your bar in Nashville right now. And I just assume, I've never been to Nashville, but I just feel like if I were to go to Nashville, if I'm not running into a country music artist like around every corner, it's a failed trip. Like I just feel like do people still freak out when they see you around there? I just feel like there's and you all have bars, you're all doing so many things, you're out and about. How's the Nashville environment?
Well, like if I'm at my bar, which we hadn't fully opened yet, but if I'm at my bar, I mean, it's kind of craziness,
Streets are crowded.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but like if we're out where we live south of town, I've got a couple restaurants that my wife and I would go, we're quite frequent at, people just really respect, people respect, that you're having dinner or lunch or whatever, but but there's also somebody's got a kid with them that's a big fan. You're never gonna I don't, that stuff doesn't bother me. I mean, if I want to go grill out, I run down to the grocery store and go buy. I go get all the stuff to grill out, and people in the supermarket, they're like, we love you. Thanks for your music and stuff like that. And it's pretty chilled around Nashville. Yeah. But I mean, when you start creeping into the downtown tourist, like bar hopping party area, it would get a little interesting for me. But I mean, what are y'all waiting on? Why? We got to get out of this.
I know.
Get out of this pandemic and get y'all to Nashville.
I know. I have a friend who just moved to Nashville, and he raves about it. And he's like, "You guys got to come visit." And I want to. So it seems so fun. Everybody, like you said, the bar hopping.
My girlfriends have been trying to plan like a girls' trip for the last year, but obviously traveling and all these things, it's hard right now. But like Nashville is the top of our list. Like we really want to go.
I saw people started really having a lot of bachelorette parties there.
It's a big bachelor scene
going like
now.
Vegas, and now it's like people
forget Vegas.
Yeah, they're like, we're going to Nashville.
Vegas.
Yeah,
it's like even in the bar. I mean, there's multiple bachelorette parties, like 10 a night.
Oh my gosh!
For like. It's like Bachelorette Central, and
what do you do at your bar? Like, do you?
Oh well, first of all, I got to give out. I gotta buy everybody beers, right? You gotta buy the house around, and then. But we thankfully, there's a lot of levels, so we'll come down, and I've done quite a few events here where I get on stage and play a little bit, but then. I've got a little VIP section that if I need to take a little, if I've gone more than 30 minutes without properly being able to have a beer or a drink, I can go up there and get a couple down, get a couple drinks down. But the main thing is, literally I'm walking around like an owner of a bar, how's your experience? I'll fill out this fill out this recommendation, give us 5 stars.
Review
or
us
no,
on
I
Yelp.
don't do that. But,
Do you go around and like, oh, just checking in? How's the food? Do you do that thing?
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to put your name on it,
right.
it's an extension of what you are. Like I said, I mean, if someone comes up to me, I mean, I've had people come up to me before and they were like, oh my God, we had the best time in your bar. And that's what I want people saying. If somebody says, the hamburger was terrible, then I'll call my folks and I'm like, hey guys, somebody said their hamburger, sucked or whatever. So I'm like, but that's just the way just the way you have to be in tune with this stuff. And, I'm constantly, things have kind of been, because we've been essentially shut down for a year, but as things open back up, then I'll start my buddies, I'm always having buddies come in, hey, can you reserve me a table on, at this level or whatever. So my phone will start ringing off the hook for people to come enjoy the bar, but and I'll be ready for when it's packed out in here.
Yeah, definitely. And you have, like I said, American Idol is on currently Sundays, ABC, and you've been a part of this show for a few years now. How have you liked doing American Idol? And it's just been it's been around for so long. How do you think that the show kind of evolved after it, took a break and then you guys brought it back, and it kind of feels like a different vibe now?
Yeah, I mean, I think first and foremost, me and Lionel and Katie as judges, we're about having fun on the show, and we're about keeping it loose and not really worrying about our self-promotion. And I'm not saying other judges did that. I'm just saying, like, it's funny. I mean, we catch a little flack as judges from time to time because we'll give some kids two and 3 audition opportunities. If we see a glimpse of like a promise and something unique about them, they may not actually be the best singer that you hear on the show, but a lot of times we'll roll the dice on them because they got something magical in the room. I mean, sometimes the magic in the room gets lost on TV, but what I'm most proud of is I think that we just really have their end feelings and emotions in mind, and trying to motivate them to keep their dreams alive. You don't want to tell a kid just because they can't sing like an American Idol person, if they're an okay singer and they're not American Idol material, they may go on to be a prolific songwriter or record producer, or they may, you never know, you don't want to, and I'm not saying the old Idol did that. I mean, I think we obviously, everybody knows that Simon was, he was told it like it is, and that was what made a lot of people watch. I think what makes people watch this day and age is it's a show you could really sit down and watch with your family, and you feel like you're not going to have to, tell your kids to earmuff it, if you got young kids watching. I think you're going to have some emotional, there's always some really emotional moments. And I think Idol is really good at telling the stories of the kids and really telling stories that encompass America and pulling, there's, no 2 kids that come in that room look the same. They're all from different backgrounds. And one kid is, from the Northeast with problems that kids in the Northeast have. And then some kids are from California, and their challenges being a kid from California is a completely different struggle than some kid from a poor rural area. And I think American Idol really does a wonderful job at telling all those different stories. And, I'm just lucky enough to have a front row seat, and try to, I mean, even I watch it on TV and I'm like, we messed that one up. We probably should have.
Yeah.
We probably should have sent them home, but it never hurts to give somebody maybe one more shot too. So,
yeah, you're giving people hope.
I think people at home don't
by
realize
watching it. Yeah, a little
people
bit.
Get so nervous too.
I said you're giving people hope. Like you said, it's not like, oh, you're completely done in this world now, that you're not like the greatest singer ever. You can take different paths. And then people watching at home are like, well, I kind of sound like that person, not like the greatest person ever. So maybe I can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, I look at icons through the years, that a lot of icons out there in music don't have the big voice that would have won American Idol. Mm-hmm. They have the creativity and the ability to write the songs that complement their voice. So, we and like I said, I mean, we this year, we've sent some head scratchers through, but I think that what the viewers at home need to realize, that when we send them to Hollywood, that means we have more work to do in Hollywood. I mean, it's like,
right.
If we send more numbers through, then we're just kicking the can down the road. So if we're sending them through, that means we want to just try and see if they really show up with like I said, sometimes they're so nervous it's affecting their whole vibe.
Yeah.
But we see a sparkle in their eye. And like I said, sometimes, I mean, I lay awake at night and I'm like, gosh, I shouldn't have sent that kid home. And, you kind of want a mulligan sometimes, but hey, it's part of the role. Yeah. It's what you sign up for. And I love being a part of the whole vibe of Idol. It's really inspiring and fun watching these kids, watching a kid go from some introverted kid that is really kind of not out of their shell, and knowing that your words encourage them and bring them confidence, and to watch your encouraging words start developing them into a confident person, and then they start believing in themselves. Is really, really fun to be a part of.
Yeah.
Well, we saw that with recently, and I think what I'm about to bring up. Everybody was talking about it with Claudia Conway. She was nervous, and then you guys were like, let's try that again. And then she sounded better, and she opened up more. And people were talking about this everywhere. Obviously, her parents are very well-known people, and she's become well-known herself because of TikTok. What was your point of view from that experience, and now what the feedback is afterwards?
Well, I didn't, and like I said, in the room, her first, I can't remember. I think she got 2 songs on her first audition.
Yeah.
And I really wasn't impressed on the first one. And I did give her a no.
Yeah.
But she did grow a lot. And I think we caught, I think I even read some headlines where people are like, well, American Idol, they're sending her through to piggyback on her notoriety. And, I mean, I don't really look at stuff like that. I mean, we're in the room, we're seeing 30, 40 kids a day. And, I don't remember, did Claudia Conway come in as the 35th person, or was she the 5th person?
Right.
I just know she came in, and you know what? Lionel and Katie saw something in her to send her through. And, what? We've sent some talent through this year that we've sent some talent through to Hollywood this year that didn't have as good as a voice as she did. So we're seeing, if there's some promise or there's something interesting, it never hurts to check it one more time in Hollywood. It never, and so I think that's kind of the situation with Claudia. I mean, do I think she's a great, great American Idol singer? Probably not, but will it be interesting to see if she does grow? I mean, she's still a 16-year-old kid with a lot of pressures and a lot of things that I mean, she puts her life out there certainly on TikTok, and I'm sure she's, I don't really follow her on TikTok, but I'm sure she's a very polarizing figure. So even if we just sent her home, we'd be catching,
Yeah, it goes both ways, for sure.
But anyway, I think it was an interesting moment, and it was pretty intimidating meeting her dad. Her dad was, you're always worried that, I told her a no, so I'm like,
right.
Hope her dad don't go, checking out my taxes or something, try to, get me in any trouble with the government.
Right. All of a sudden, there's a Lincoln Project video on Luke Bryan. Oh man, yeah. No, that is funny and it's true. But it is worth, giving those kids another shot. And I actually love that you guys do that on the show, because I think there are times, and you see it because either they're young, maybe they pick the wrong song, and you say like you have something else, and when they sing something else, I feel like most of the time it is so much better than the first thing that they pick.
Yeah, even when we go out there and we relax them, I mean, we see like, if you can fix them, if in 3 minutes you can make them 20% better in 3 minutes, and then you can say, all right, you got 2 out of 3 votes. We're sending you through to Hollywood. And if they can go do the work between then. Now, listen, we send a lot of them through that were on the bubble. And when they come back, we're like, what were we doing?
Right.
Like we had the Cuban guy, the Cuban guy that did the Pitbull.
Yeah.
He did the Pitbull thing. Well, I mean, he's not a singer.
Right.
But you know what?
Entertaining.
He's an entertainer.
He's an entertainer.
But what's funny is, when I fly into Vegas, I see as many DJ signs on the sides of those big casinos. I see hype men and DJs and all that. This guy may go be some
there's a space for
crazy crazy DJ, but I mean, is he a singer? No, he's not, but it was fun. And I think people, we are making a TV show too, that people it's kind of like, you kind of make people need to watch your TV show. So it's just fun to be in there. And you, like I said, I mean, as judges, I make mistakes. And Lionel and Katie do the same. And when we all reconvene, we're like, what were we thinking? But hey, the beauty is I think everybody knows that we really love it and we're trying our best for the show.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Luke, we have to wrap up, unfortunately, but thank you so much for talking to us. This was fantastic. We hope to have you back on, because I feel like we could talk to you for forever. Yeah. So you all can check out Born Here, Live Here, Die Here. The deluxe version is out April 9th.
Yep.
American Idol, Sundays at 8. And the ACM Awards are April 18th, and you are nominated for Entertainer of the Year and Album of the Year. So I feel like everybody can stay tuned for that too.
Yeah, and listen, you know what? Let me know when y'all get to Nashville. We'll get y'all some bottle service at the bar.
Yes.
We're coming.
I'm gonna clip that and send it to all my friends, because they're gonna freak out.
They're like, we're planning a trip today.
Yeah, they're like, that girls trip we wanted to go on, it's happening next week. No. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you so much, Luke. It was great meeting you.
Y'all have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, that wraps up today's episode of Chicks in the Office. We are so happy to be back. We hope that you're happy that we're back. We love you guys, and get ready for Friday. Get ready for Friday. Get ready.